in memory of the great Akira Toriyama, the author of Dragon Ball and so much more. Toriyama-san was a once-in-a-lifetime storyteller, a trailblazer who inspired an entire genre of manga and generations of fans from around the world. Your departure has created a great void that can never be filled. Nevertheless, we thank you so much for bearing your heart to us through your immortalized creations. Your memory and the stories you told so well will live on in our hearts forever. Rest in power, Toriyama-san. Long ago, in the domain of the Grand Priest.
Great Oracle Fish, I have a question to ask of you.
What is thy question, O mighty Grand Priest?
Humor me, if you will. I would like to know if my existence will ever come to an end.
The Grand Priest is the strongest of all celestial beings, and his destiny is to stand beside Lord Zeno as both counsel and guardian. However, there will come a day when the first god returns to this plane of existence. When that day arrives, your service to the Omni King will end.
I see. So when the first god returns, he will simply relieve me of my duties and rule at the Omni King's side?
No, my lord. When the first god returns, your very existence will end.
The great Oracle Fish's prophecies can only be told once, but they always come to pass. If I should fall, the angels will no longer be the absolute power in the multiverse. I must make preparations for when that day comes.
Thousands of years would pass, and there would be no sign of the prophecy's fulfillment until one fateful day.
Father.
What is it, Frieza?
There's something I wish to ask you.
Very well. Proceed with your question.
The civilizations under our rule are comprised of billions of people. How is it that the two of us alone rule them all? Are there really only two of us? Surely you weren't alone before I was born. Or perhaps there are more of us out there somewhere.
To wonder such things is a waste of time, Frieza. I know what you truly wish to know, and given that you are my son, there is no sense in beating around the bush. You want to know how you came to be, and specifically, you want to know if you come from what lower life forms call a mother. Isn't that right?
Yes, Father. That is what I wish to know.
It seems you've been spending far too much time observing our slaves wallow in their filth. Let me tell you something, Frieza. Our species does not require a mate in order to propagate. This is one of the many superior traits we possess. Remember this, Frieza. It is our superiority and unrivaled power that makes us the only beings fit to govern this universe. It is our will that all life must heed or perish. You are my progeny, and you are stronger even than myself. No being born of this universe is your equal. Let this truth forever be the compass on your path to universal conquest.
Frieza would go on to live his life believing his father's words to be his one and only truth. He ruthlessly conquered entire worlds, subjugating nations to his will. However, Frieza's reign would not last forever, for eventually, survivors from a warrior race from a planet he destroyed would rise up against him. Decades later, Frieza would be decisively beaten by the prince of these warriors, Vegeta.
You haven't beaten me. This is far from over.
You still don't get it? You're finished. Lord Frieza.
No. No! You damn Saiyan! Lord Frieza is invincible! He'll crush you! Come on, guys! Let's show Lord Frieza we believe in him!
Quiet, you buffoon! Your leader is beaten. I'm giving you all the chance to leave here alive. Disappear to some godforsaken corner of the universe and never cause harm to others again. Now get out of my sight.
Filthy monkey! You don't get to command my men!
I'm tired of this.
What did you do to me?
I pinpointed all the cells in your body containing potential for growth, and I destroyed them. Your strength will never know greater heights again.
No, it can't be. He's lying!
I could send you back to hell, but I bet that no longer scares you. Wander the universe and live with the fear that I will end you if you ever step out of line again. Everyone who's ever followed you has left you. Eventually, the era of Frieza will be forgotten.
Curse you! Curse you! Vegeta!
Many years later.
I must say, Lord Beerus, it's rare to see any of your ideas come to fruition like this.
I don't like what you're implying, Whis. Are you saying that most of my endeavors don't pan out?
You said it! In any case, assigning the most durable planet in the universe just for this battle, you really have taken a liking to those Saiyans, haven't you?
Whether or not I like them is irrelevant. I simply respect strength when I see it. In a single lifetime, these three have achieved a level of power that we immortal destroyers have taken millions of lifetimes to achieve. Goku, Vegeta, Broly. Each chose a different path to ultimate power. Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego, and Focused Fury. Which master will clutch victory this day?
Yes, it is truly remarkable, and it seems to have drawn quite a lot of attention. The other destroyer gods are out in force.
Ha! Those imbeciles are lucky I'm letting them watch. But I don't blame them. Even in their twilight years, any one of these three could rival their power.
Kakarot always takes his time when he powers up.
For once we agree on something. Can we get this started now?
Allow me to start us off. I promise I'll be gentle. Big Bang! Attack! Gentlemen, what's the matter? You're still looking a little stiff. I think you need to loosen up!
You're right, my lord. This arena is far more durable.
Whatever. I just don't want any debris on my delicious earthling snacks.
Pretty durable for a couple of old geezers.
Pretty light for an ultimate attack.
Well, actually, it wasn't bad, but not worth dodging.
All right. Seems you to have woken up a little. I hate to say it, but it might be advisable to try and dodge this one. You damn gorilla, how dare you!
You can run and hide if you like, little prince. I'm staying right here.
Truly astounding, isn't it, Lord Beerus?
This is lunacy! Every attack has enough force to shatter a universe. How fortunate for them to have had a mentor as great as me.
That really got my blood pumping. Come at me with everything you've got!
Oh, I've got plenty more, Kakarot, believe me!
Huh! Quit your yammering, you imbeciles!
Goku, Vegeta, and Broly continue their epic battle, each with the understanding that this could be the last time they could fight at the peak of their powers. Their strength was beyond compare in the universe, and they never imagined that an old nemesis could rise again.
Why can't I destroy those filthy Saiyans? No matter how powerful I become, these vermin keep coming back stronger. It should never have gotten to this point. Me, Lord Frieza. I alone am the supreme being in the universe. Those filthy vermin have had each other to constantly cheat their way to higher levels of power, whereas I've been alone. Even if I found a way to regain the power of Black Frieza, it wouldn't be enough to claim vengeance on those simian fools. Enlisting any number of weaklings would be fruitless. So perhaps it is time to expand the scope of my search. But first, I must acquire the ultimate tool of war. Father, it is finally time for the birth of another supreme being.
My son, listen closely, for if your supreme power is contested one day, you will require this knowledge. The gem at the center of your body is where all your energy converges. It is also the source of new life for our race. But in order to create a new life, you must endure a pain so great that it has killed many of our race before us. But you, my son, you are incomparable to those before you. I have no doubt that you will survive. You will be weakened temporarily, but as your body regenerates itself, your strength will also recover. Your progeny will inherit your power, as you did mine. Keep a close eye on him, for he may prove to be an even mightier warrior than his father.
Ha! As if I would ever let something born of me surpass my power. My son, you will be my instrument of revenge against those Saiyan bastards. You will have the distinct honor of taking my power to unseen heights.
Planet New Namek. Now remember, young ones, what you hold in your hands is the purest form of wishing energy, fragments of the Super Dragon Balls. As children born of the Dragon Clan, you possess the unique ability to harness their power. With time and training, you will be able to mold these fragments into new Dragon Balls, much like the ones used in the summoning of Porunga. Alto's missing again. I swear, that boy can never stay in one place.
Okay, it has to work this time. A completely revised spell, and wish orbs made from not one, but two of Namek's most intelligent non-sentient life forms. Which, admittedly, isn't saying much. Sorry, guys. Well, you two had enough life energy to make these. And this time, I know the summoning will work. Almighty Dragon of Earth and Sea, hear my plea. Come forth and grant my wish.
What? A dragon's being summoned? But this energy, it's not right. Alto, you foolish child. What in God's name have you done? I have to stop this before it's too late. That's enough, Alto.
Elder Mori, what are you doing here?
Alto, how could you do something so reckless? That magic is forbidden! You know that!
But my spell was working! I summoned a dragon! You saw it!
Foolish child! If you are so sure of your magic, take a look inside!
My animals... they're...
The wish orbs you created couldn't sustain the dragon it called forth, and so it searched for the closest life forms with an energy signature similar to itself. Alto, listen to me. The logic of your magic isn't sound. The fragments of the Super Dragon Balls are the only thing pure and complex enough to sustain the summoning of a dragon.
You're wrong. It's only because the animals didn't have souls. If I had a sentient subject, then the materials would be complex enough to...
That is enough, Alto. Don't even think it. Other civilizations that have coveted our magic have pursued such methods, and they were only led to death and ruin. We are Namekian sages, and we have long safeguarded the secrets to creating Dragon Balls. It is with our kind that those secrets shall stay. You say you want to help those in need all across the universe, but our methods cannot be altered or compromised. One day, you will understand.
You're just selfish. All you care about is keeping what little power you have to yourself. There are people out there suffering every day. I could change all that.
Alto, calm yourself.
Get away from me! I don't want to learn anything from you stupid old slugs!
Alto, what have you?
Elder Mori! I'm sorry. I can't stop it. He's dying. If the village finds out, they'll think... I'm sorry! What have I done? How could I ever go back? My life... it's over. They'll kill me if they find me.
That would be a crying shame if you ask me.
Huh?
You wouldn't be much help to anyone dead. Alto, I've been watching you for some time, and I must say, what you're trying to achieve is truly noble. I believe I can be of help.
Who are you?
My name is Frieza. You might say that I am an old admirer of the Namekian people.
If you really have been watching me, then you know what I've just done. I've killed Elder Mori. It doesn't matter what I thought I would do with my life. It's only a matter of time before the Namekian warriors find me and...
Oh, come now, young man. Why so grim? That won't happen. I will get you off this planet because I believe in your purpose. You and I want the same thing. A universe free of suffering. Peace. It doesn't surprise me that you are not told who I am. After all, the Namekians were always such an insular people. I was once the Emperor of the universe. Under my stewardship, all was at peace. Even evildoers would not dare cause harm to the innocent because they were under my rule.
If what you say is true, then why aren't you Emperor now?
I was ousted by powers greater than mine, exiled, forced into hiding, and ultimately removed from the universe's history. But you and I both know that the universe deserves better. With your help, I can lead the universe to the peace it had once again.
You really believe I can help you do that? Even if I agreed to help, my magic won't work right unless we use the life energy of sentient subjects, life forms with souls.
If that is the case, then allow me to be your first true experiment. Use my energy to create a dragon. I see no better way to earn your trust.
Mr. Frieza, thank you for believing in me, but I can't put an innocent life on the line for this. It just wouldn't be right.
Oh no, I insist. But if we do need the life force of others, I know a place brimming with potential subjects. Trust me, these people are as far from innocent as you can imagine. Alto, when we accomplish our mission, Namek will welcome you back with open arms.
You really think so? Okay, Mr. Frieza, I'll do it.
You have grown well, my son, but I sense you still have a ways to go before you're ready to take your first steps into the world. I sense your latent power is indeed astonishing. You are my progeny after all. Father has to attend some business. When you rise from your slumber, be sure to find me, for it is only with you that my plan can come to fruition. The Saiyans will face their end, and you will be the one to make it so, my son. Alto, you'll look after him until he hatches, won't you, my dear boy? Your part to play in this is also of great importance.
Yes, of course, Mr. Frieza. I'll do just as you asked. You don't have to worry about a thing.
I'm glad to hear it. Can I safely assume that you remember what to do when my son hatches, Alto?
Yes, sir. I remember.
Excellent. Then I shall leave him in your custody. Interesting. The monkeys actually cultivated this plot of land. It actually looks mildly hospitable. I'm impressed. It appears he's aware of my arrival. This will be fun.
Well, I guess it's true. Cockroaches always find a way to survive despite their weakness. What the hell are you doing on my planet, Frieza? If you've come here looking for trouble, you'll find me to be a lot less patient than Vegeta or Kakarot.
You damned ape, I'll cut out your tongue! Is that any way to talk to an old acquaintance? I've brought a gift for you.
What could you possibly have that would interest me?
Oh, come now, Broly. I had to scour the universe to procure this gift. Trust me, you'll most definitely want to open this yourself. Here, catch!
What? I sense life energy emanating from this. It's faint, but...
Well, what do you think, monkey?
No! Lemo!
Broly, I'm sorry, kid. He got me.
Did you know that his species can survive for an entire lunar cycle even after their heads have been separated from their bodies? I was fascinated by this bit of trivia and just knew this would make the perfect gift for you.
Lemo! Hold on. We'll get the Dragon Balls. You'll be alright!
Easy, big fella. I've been holding on because he promised he'd take me to you. I'm way past my limit now. I know you can feel it. Besides, Goku always told me death was just another stage of living. The afterlife won't be so bad. And I think I've done enough good to deserve a half-decent handout.
Dear Lemo, I'm afraid you won't get to experience the afterlife at all. Don't you remember, years ago you were under my employ? You went against your contract and left without so much as a word. And according to Frieza Force policy, the penalty is erasure. Hakai!
Damn. I guess I should have known. That guy really is a piece of crap. If this is how I go, I'm glad I got to see you one last time, kid. I can't thank you and Sheila enough for being my family. Get him for me, kid. Goodbye.
Lemo, if I was with you, this never would have happened. I could have protected you. You're gone. And it's because...
Ah yes, the sweet sound of lamentation. I must say it's one of my favorite things in all the universes. Perhaps I should move on to your wife next.
Frieza! Frieza! I'm gonna make you suffer!
That's it. Bring it on, you primitive half-wit. I'll put you right where you belong. I'm going to enjoy hearing you writhe in agony. You'll be begging for death at the feet of the Blood Emperor! That fool should be well beyond his fighting prime, and there's no way he can make battle decisions in the state he's in. Yes, I'll use his anger against him and cut him down for good!
By the time I'm done with you, you will be unrecognizable. I won't stop until all that's left of you is a pile of bloody flesh, only fit to be food for the beasts of Vampa.
Oh, Broly, you flatter me. It must have taken all your brain power to formulate that sentence. Your words don't scare me, simpleton, but just for that I'll be sure to slice open your windpipe first.
Frieza!
That's right! Say my name, you stupid monkey! My keyblade! That bastard bulldozed right through it! My arm! I can't feel my arm!
Frieza!
You big beast! You'll never touch me again! Jeffrey!
Vegeta was right. You are weak.
How dare you say that? I'll have your insolent tongue!
Broly! What's going on? This isn't good. He's different to when he's sparring with Goku or Vegeta. I haven't seen him like this in years. I could have gotten him like this. It's Frieza? But he's not moving at all. He's completely lifeless. Broly, he lost himself to his rage. I have to do something, or our home is as good as gone. Broly, you have to stop this. I'm begging you. You hate being like this. I know it's not you.
Idiot! What the hell does he think he's doing? I can feel the impact of his blows from Earth! What? That's Frieza. Why has he appeared after all these years? These shockwaves are rippling across the entire universe. If this keeps up, he'll do more than just shatter this planet. Broly, stop this right now! Get a hold of yourself! I'll break you in half!
Broly, that's enough! If you don't stop now, our home will be gone. Ba's home will be gone. We're here now. It's over. Take a moment. Just breathe.
Chile.
Vegeta, if you just killed Frieza when you had the chance, this never would have happened. Broly, what are you talking about? Lemo. He spent his entire life trying to make amends for what he did under Frieza. He was a good man. He had more of a right to live than anyone. But now, he's gone forever. And it's your fault for letting that bastard live! This is on you, Vegeta! How many lives will be forfeit because of your oversight, Vegeta? How many?
Whoa, his energy really spiked that time. But maybe this is like all those other times? Man, I wish Frieza told me when his son would actually hatch. Huh? Was that crack always there? Something's different today. He almost looks a little restless. Another energy spike? Oh, I don't think this is like those other times. Oh, I'd better take a step back in case he actually hatches.
Who are you? You are clearly not my father. Such a fragile being. I feel like I could crush your skull if I curled my fingers.
Please, wait! My name is...
I don't care what your name is. If you have a function that is relevant to my needs, then tell me what it is.
Your father, then. I can take you to him. Oof.
All right. I shall leave your skull intact so that you can take me to him. That seems fair.
I will take you to him. But, please be calm when you see him, all right?
What do you mean?
There's a lot to explain, young sir. It's best if you see for yourself.
Very well. This is my father? Why does he not stand to greet me? What has happened to him?
Young sir, he was killed by the Saiyans.
Saiyans? Yes. I remember. Father spoke to me at length about them. Animals who know only how to destroy. Now I see it was all true. I'm going to find them and make them suffer.
Hold that thought. Mr. Frieza has a plan. He always does.
What does it matter if he's dead?
He won't be for long. I can bring him back to life with these. They're called Dragon Balls, and your father gave me some of his energy to make them. They're extra special. Let me show you how they work. You might want to step back a little. Dragon, resurrect Mr. Frieza. Bring him back to life.
Shall be done.
I see, so I'm alive once again. I can't believe that big imbecile still has his strength. No matter, that little scuffle served its purpose. They likely think me a broken man rotting in hell. They won't suspect my return, not until it's too late.
Welcome back, Mr. Frieza. So, it's time, isn't it? Time to go to the new universe?
Now that my son is here, yes, it is time we proceed with the plan. You and I have much to discuss, Kuriza.
Kuriza? Is that my name?
Yes, and one day soon you will be the fiercest warrior in existence. Well, after yours truly, of course.
Mr. Frieza, I don't mean to interrupt, but we really should get moving.
My dear Alto, is that worry I hear in your voice? We must get Kuriza up to speed first.
Father, what is he talking about?
Dragon Balls are my specialty, Mr. Frieza. I'll tell him. We're going to Earth to make a wish with their Dragon Balls. We're going to wish for our own universe.
Succinctly put, Alto, but I think Kuriza needs a more thorough explanation. You see, son, Dragon Balls are magic orbs designed by Namekians like Alto here. When collected, they can grant any wish within their power.
I see. Can we use them to kill the Saiyans that hurt you?
Unfortunately not, but I'm proud of you for saying that, son. You see, the Earth's Dragon Balls have been hidden away for a while now. But years ago, I transferred a small portion of my energy into them. In doing this, I can sense exactly where they are. I can also see with them as if they were my own eyes. There are a total of 7 Earth Dragon Balls, and they have been fastened into a machine designed to amplify their power. Aside from the Super Dragon Balls, which are tools exclusively for the gods, the Earth's Dragon Balls are now the most powerful wish orbs in existence. Alto, you are going to make history as the only one of your kind involved in the creation of a new universe. Without you, none of this would be possible.
I'll do my part, Mr. Frieza. That's a promise.
Very good.
Now then, it's likely they'll discover that I've returned to life quite soon. But for the moment, nobody will be watching us. Let's use this time to make adequate preparation, shall we?
Well, look who decided to come and visit his old lady. It's good to see you, Trunks. You haven't aged one bit.
Gotta thank my Saiyan biology for that. My 80th birthday isn't too far away, though. I suspect I'll be looking pretty different next time we meet.
Is that so? So tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure of your company?
Well, I'm not in trouble again. Don't worry. I just needed to see the Omni King, the one who erased my reality. Ever since Zeno erased my reality, I've been living in a timeline that isn't mine. I keep seeing the faces of the people I knew, the same people who were erased forever. I'm reminded every day of the countless lives I've failed. And so, I asked Whis to take me to see the Omni King from my timeline, the one who resides here in yours. I begged him to restore my reality, to restore the trillions of lives lost that day, but he refused.
What you seek is the power of the Super Dragon Balls, correct? Know this, the power of the gods will not be used to rectify the callousness of mortals. The erasure of your reality was a necessary act, and you will live with your failure.
Black and Zamasu. Their actions were a direct result of my interference with the time stream. I've lived every day of my life since then, knowing this to be the truth. In my heart, I knew exactly what the Omni King's answer would be, but I just had to try. Countless lives lost! They've never even had a chance! These so-called gods, what are they good for anyway?
Son, come with me. There's something I need to show you.
There's nothing here.
Oh, well, it's good to know the cloaking device still works.
Mom, this is amazing. But why have an entirely separate compound constructed in seclusion like this? I mean, your lab in West City is already private enough, isn't it?
Those are good questions, son. I'll explain once we get down there.
I see. So this dome masks the energy signature of the Earth's Dragon Balls.
That's correct. With scumbags like Frieza still out there, it isn't safe for the balls to be left completely unguarded. However, I didn't construct this entire compound for that reason alone. Over the years, our enemies have gotten more and more dangerous, and brute strength hasn't always been enough to keep the Earth safe. After every battle, the Dragon Balls were always there to reverse the damage caused, but what if one day they just weren't enough? Unlike the Super Dragon Balls, the power of the Earth's Dragon Balls have clear limits. Realizing this, I constructed a machine designed to amplify the power of our Dragon Balls. These enhanced Dragon Balls even allow us to bypass 1-year waiting time between wishes. This way, we'd even have the power to protect ourselves from anything, even without the Super Dragon Balls. We might even have the power to bring back a destroyed universe. Oh, just imagine that.
That's enough. Mom, I know what you're getting at, but I can't. Attempting something like that comes with huge risks, and I'm not willing to put anyone in danger if there's even the tiniest chance of failure. Time, space, divine magic, these are things we still don't fully understand. I see now that I have to live with my mistakes.
You're right, Trunks. I used to think that magic wish-granting balls would get me exactly what I wanted out of life. I even used them to stay young for longer than I should have. I realized that, try as I might, there are things in my life I just can't control. Life isn't perfect, and neither are we, yet we still try to do better. That's what's important. What happened is behind you, son. Don't let it stop you from making the most out of life.
Thanks, Mom.
Let's go, Trunks.
Not ripping their throats out was more difficult than I imagined, but I will get to both of you in time. So, these are the results of that Earthwoman's work. I must say, I didn't expect her to be capable of this much. It's time to realize the first phase of our plans. Alto, Kuriza, come over here, would you?
Mighty Dragon, I wish for you to create a new universe. A vast realm invisible to the sight of the gods. And one in which my kin and I can thrive. Show me the extent of your enhanced power. Do it! Once you're done, use your remaining power to take us there.
I'll see you again, Trunks. What is this? It can't be Shenron? I need to get to the lab right away.
What the hell is going on here?
Uh-oh, this doesn't look good.
Whis.
Yes, my lord. Best we dispatch.
Vegeta, Shenron's been summoned. You got any idea what's going on?
The hell if I know, Kakarot. But it seems that whatever is happening isn't just affecting the Earth. It extends far beyond that. I don't get it. Shenron shouldn't be capable of this.
Vegeta!
Bulma, stay back!
I can help. I made that machine and I know how to shut it down.
What? You're the one responsible for this? What the hell were you thinking, woman?
Don't yell at me! I didn't do this, all right? Nobody was even supposed to know about this place. That tower amplifies the power of the Dragon Balls, and that means this is only happening because somebody wished for it.
It feels like reality itself is being ripped apart. What kind of bastard would wish for this? Kakarot, you heard Bulma. We need to act fast.
Right.
That tower's our target! Let's end this right now!
I'm with you!
Final
Vegeta, you feel that? This isn't over. Something's coming.
I hear you, Kakarot. Bulma, get back!
Oh boy, I hate it when I'm right.
Be on your guard, Kakarot. We don't know what it can do. The hell is this? I can't move!
Darn it! That thing's fast. This looks bad.
Your powers are astounding, mortals. You have my admiration. You there, I find your dark nature fascinating. You will make a fine host. Hakai!
You're not of this universe, are you? It's time you face a god of destruction.
Be down, you fool!
Whis, don't just stand there! Help me!
I'm afraid this matter is yours to handle, my lord.
Maybe he can't help, but I can. Goku, Vegeta, the Potara are our only chance. Here, Kai!
So be it.
All right! Supreme Kai, you're the best.
You're in for it now. You'll bring this river to ruin if you're left alive. I'll end you where you stand. Supernova!
Utterly destroyed. That fool was all talk.
Destroyed, huh? Well, if you say so. What was that thing?
Shortly after the battle, the Grand Priest summons Beerus to explain what transpired on Earth. Sensing the severity of the situation, Vegeta urges Beerus to allow him to speak on the Earth's behalf.
Vegeta, your wife has broken the law of the gods many a time in the past. The fabric of reality was torn apart. She is a threat to the multiverse, hence it's been decided she will be erased from existence.
Grand Minister, it wasn't her fault. It was...
She was the one who created the machine, was she not? Regardless of its intended use, the mere existence of such a thing is a danger to us all.
My lord, I assure you, this won't happen again. The machine was destroyed, and her research as well. If a life must be paid to settle the debt, then take my life.
You would haggle with the gods. We will not divert punishment to one who is not at fault. Matters aside, it would be a shame to lose a mortal as formidable as you. One who has served his universe well.
Wait! If you believe that, let me serve you as the destroyer of the 7th universe. Lord Beerus has been searching for a successor. I can do it. If you spare Bulma, I will serve you for as long as it takes to settle the debt.
Is that true? I didn't know you were planning to retire, Beerus. It's only been a few million years.
Bah! Well, yes, you see, Vegeta, you moron! Why'd you have to rope me into this? Damned upstart, when I get my hands on you, I'll...
Please?
Yes, well, I am due to pass the mantle down, and Vegeta is quite capable, I suppose. You owe me big time for this, Saiyan.
Well, it wouldn't take much to do a better job than you, Beerus. Fine, these terms are acceptable. Vegeta shall succeed Beerus as the 7th universe's god of destruction. If Lord Zeno agrees.
Yes, Vegeta the Destroyer! Beerus is getting fired!
Whis, kindly restore Vegeta's body to its prime. He won't be a very effective deity in his current condition. Certainly, Father. The Super Dragon Balls will now be used to repair the damage, and Vegeta shall undergo the ritual of destroyers. In light of this catastrophe, the afterlife will never again be accessible to those in the living world. Travel between realms will henceforth be barred. Lastly, the mortal Dragon Balls will no longer grant immortality, nor have the ability to resurrect the dead.
Regardless of the circumstances, it seems the day is finally here. Vegeta, are you ready to take on the mantle of Destroyer God?
About as ready as I'll ever be.
Good enough. Let's get to it. Supreme Kai, are you ready?
Yes, Lord Beerus.
Your power is no doubt formidable, but to be an effective deity, you must attain immortality. As there can only be one destroyer in the universe, my immortality is now yours. Consider it my final gift.
Vegeta, your life is now bound to mine. As long as I live, so too will you. Your immortality cannot be undone until you choose your successor.
I never thought I'd see you wearing the garb of a destroyer. It just might suit you more than it did me. Maybe now I can finally get some quality sleep. You will make a fine destroyer, Vegeta.
Bulma.
How could you? You idiot! Don't you care about yourself at all? I won't let you be that midget slave for eternity!
Bulma, calm yourself. It was the only way. Besides, the deed is done, and a Saiyan does not throw away his pride.
Ugh, there you go again. What the hell does pride even have to do with this?
I will not throw away my greatest pride. I won't let anything happen to you. Understand? Did I just say that out loud? Oh, the sheer embarrassment is unbearable.
Vegeta. Sometimes I forget how much you've changed over the years. I know why you're doing this. I just
can't let you throw away your life for me.
I have this life only because of you, Bulma. Please, let me do this one thing for you.
All right, Vegeta.
Many years later.
So, you came to visit her too, huh? It's hard to believe she's gone. I've known her since I was a kid. I know what you sacrificed, Vegeta.
Do you really think I'm as pathetic as you, Kakarot? I don't need your sympathy.
Well, I was just trying to be nice. Can't believe I thought you'd be less of a grouch than Beerus.
No matter how long it takes, even if I have to wait 1,000,000 lifetimes, I promise, I'll find my way back to you, my Bulma.
In a few short years, Vegeta became one of the most effective of all the gods of destruction. He exposed many evildoers that had passed under the radar for generations, and by removing them, Universe 7 became one of the most prosperous in the multiverse. Universal peace had largely been achieved. Through the years, Vegeta remained ageless, but the day soon came where he would have to say goodbye to another to whom he owed his life. Years later, Goku's time would come as well.
Oh, all done. Not too bad if I do say so myself. I have a really good feeling about this year's crop, Chi-Chi. Your old Goku finally got it right. Well, better late than never. It's funny how something that isn't training can be so satisfying. Well, I guess you've always known that. Vegeta? Wow! Is that really you? It's been a while, hasn't it?
Hello, Kakarot. Indeed, it has been quite some time.
With you as our god of destruction, things have been so peaceful. I kinda miss the chaos of the old days. But tell me, what brings you here after all this time?
The truth is, Kakarot, I'm afraid this isn't a social visit. I've sensed your life force fading for a while now. I believe your life in this realm is coming to an end. I am sorry.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I've gotten old, haven't I? Don't give me that look, Vegeta. If you ask me, I don't know how else I'd have it. Although, do me a favor, would you? I want you to give this body a proper send-off. How about a little sparring? For old time's sake.
Kakarot. It would be my honor.
Yeah, this spot'll do just fine.
Well, it's not a planet, but it'll do, I suppose.
I haven't been this excited in a long time. Don't disappoint me, Vegeta.
Careful, Kakarot. Bravado's fine, but only if you can back it up.
That was one for the books, wasn't it, Vegeta?
Yes, Kakarot. It was a fine battle.
I'm surprised you had to try so hard to beat an old man.
What was that? I'll see you in the next life, old friend.
A few years after Goku's passing,
Vegeta, Broly deserves the chance to be a part of how this ends. You owe him that.
I'm well aware of that, Bulma. I have a plan. I think you would approve.
Lord Vegeta, is it wise to recruit him? Considering the history between the two of you, he may be rather difficult to predict and control.
It isn't a question of practicality, Whis. This is a chance to clear a debt with a comrade. I'm going to speak to him myself. Wait here.
You better have a good reason for showing up during my training, Vegeta. If you came here to tell me that Kakarot's passed on to Otherworld, I already know. You can leave now.
Trust me, I'm barely coming here of my own volition. I have a proposition for you, and it's one I'm certain will interest you.
I don't know if there's any proposition of yours that might interest me. Don't you have planets to destroy or something?
Frieza is alive. I believe he was behind the multiversal fracture all those years ago. He's finally done something to warrant godly intervention, and I have the clearance to take him down. I'm here to offer you a chance to come with me. Broly, if you come with me, I will let you beat him until you're satisfied, but I will not allow you to kill him. No, death is too light a sentence. I will destroy every trace of him and erase that filth forever. That's the deal. Take it or leave it.
If this is the only justice Limo is going to get, then very well. But I'll say this now. You will not lift a finger until I say I'm done. Got it? Now tell me, where the hell has that bastard been hiding?
Hold it right there, geezers. Vegeta, where exactly do you plan on taking my father?
Okra, what do you have to do with this?
What the hell are you wearing?
How many times do I have to tell you? This uniform is standard issue for all senior agents.
Like hell it is! Next time I see Beerus, I'm gonna flatten that little dweeb!
Okra, is that you? Sweetheart, hi! I thought you said you'd be busy the next couple months. Is that the new uniform? Oh, I love it. My little girl looks stunning in anything.
Well, I have you to thank for that, Mama.
I don't have time for this! Your father has already made his decision. We'll be leaving here. Now!
You're not going anywhere. This matter isn't yours to settle. It's Galactic Patrol business. Mother, get inside.
What's going on?
You don't understand what kind of enemy Frieza is! He's too much for the likes of you. Your father and I will handle this. Go home!
Maybe I didn't make myself clear. I don't care if you are a god. This isn't yours to handle. Or perhaps you need to be taught why you don't interfere with my work.
Are you threatening a god?
No, I'm threatening a little man who thinks he's a god.
It's 1,000 years too soon for you to be teaching me anything, girl.
Ugh! What did you say?
You're forgetting whose daughter she is, Vegeta. Lay a hand on her and you won't be facing Frieza at all.
Stop it, all of you! Don't you people know how to solve your problems through any way other than fighting? Young lady, the hell are you doing attacking people out of the blue like that? And you, Broly, you promised me you'd be civil with Vegeta, didn't you?
On second thought, maybe there is a more diplomatic way to settle this. It's clear I'm not powerful enough to stop the two of you from doing what you want. So listen up. I'm gonna get you both up to speed with the Frieza situation. Frieza isn't the only high-profile criminal who has disappeared. We found that most of the galactic prison inmates have also vanished. After conducting an energy scan of the prison, we were able to register traces of residual ki in all the cells with missing inmates. The key signature matched Frieza's. He must be the one responsible.
There's one glaring problem with your theory. Frieza vanished without a trace more than 10 years ago after making a wish that nearly shattered our universe. He couldn't have freed those prisoners recently without me sensing him. Are you saying he's still lurking around somewhere?
Well, I'm saying this didn't happen recently.
What? How could the Galactic Patrol not notice a prison of empty cells for more than 10 years? Are you all just a bunch of incompetent imbeciles?
Oh, shut up! Do you want the information or not? If If you quit interrupting me, I might tell you. The inmates spend all their time in their cells and are under constant surveillance. What's more, after the Moro incident, all inmates are bound unless rewarded for good behavior. They appeared to behave as normal, and each cell registered a clear energy signature. But one day, their bodies just faded away. We later learned that these were expertly programmed magical projections of the inmates. This kind of magic. I've never seen such precise work. Frieza's file doesn't show that he's at all capable of something like this. So that can only mean that the bastards found some help.
That just leaves one question then. Where is he?
There was only one place I could think to get that information, so we asked to see Zuno, the one who knows all that has been. He told me that Frieza and the prisoners aren't in any of the 12 universes, and there's no way any mortal or god could reach him on their own.
You kissed that fat bastard and that's all he gave you? That's it! I'll kill him!
Calm down, Dad. It's embarrassing enough as it is. There's more. Zuno knows every event that has ever occurred in the 12 universes, yet he knows nothing of where Frieza is or what he's been doing. That means the only way we can reach him is if we use a power that transcends the boundaries of the 12 universes. We need the Super Dragon Balls.
As a destroyer god, I have been granted permission to use them. So long as the wish itself is malicious in nature, the dragon will grant any wish. Very well. It seems we have our plan. We will use the Super Dragon Balls to take us to Frieza, and we will end him. Let's get moving.
A sound plan, Vegeta. But you will be fighting a foe in an arena of his choosing. A true destroyer must be prepared to fight anywhere and under any circumstance. You are not yet ready, but you will be shortly.
That's Beerus? He's definitely seen better days.
Master! If you're here, that means...
Yes, my friend. I will be your master no more. This shall be the final act in the era of Beerus, the Destroyer. I have watched you grow from an ignorant mortal into a truly powerful rival, one whose divine power surpasses even my own.
Now, prepare yourself!
The time has come, Vegeta. This is my final lesson. You will learn what it takes to become a fully realized destroyer god.
Beerus, I can't recall exactly when it happened. When I started to consider you a friend. Without you, I would have never made it this far as a warrior. Without you, I would have lost Bulma forever. Thank you, my master, for all that you've done.
Very well! Come on, Beerus!
Vegeta, you've been my greatest student.
Prove me right! You must survive this!
Speak for yourself, you old fool! You'd better not die before this is over!
Ungrateful bastard! How dare you talk to me that way?
I don't get it. Isn't this supposed to be a fight? They're just dancing circles around each other.
Very astute, Brody. This isn't a battle. It's called the Dance of Destroyers. It is a ritual where the previous destroyer god passes down all his skills and knowledge to his successor. It isn't required, but Lord Beerus has deemed Vegeta worthy.
Stay strong, Vegeta! If you lose focus, the flood of information will shatter your mind to pieces!
You saying that doesn't make it any easier!
very soon, the passing of the torch will be complete.
Well done, Vegeta.
This is incredible. Beerus, all my abilities, my combat experience, it lies within you now. You are ready to face Frieza. But I just don't understand. Why would you give me this? Playing the fool doesn't suit you, Vegeta. But if you insist on me saying it then, it is because a master's greatest fear is to watch his greatest pupil fail. I couldn't rest knowing that I hadn't given all I could.
Greetings, everyone. You're all looking well. Except Beerus, that is.
Making demands even as you're clinging on to life. This is a new low for you, brother.
What the hell are you doing here, Champa? Are you going to challenge me again? The outcome won't be any different.
Easy, Vegeta. He's here at my request.
Lord Champa, I trust you've completed the task your brother has set you on, yes?
Have a little faith in him, Whis. He wouldn't refuse a final request from a fellow destroyer. Would you, little brother?
Don't you dare call me that, you snarky bastard! Here! All 7 Super Dragon Balls! I don't owe you a thing anymore!
You never did, Champa. Thank you.
Lord Beerus, I'm afraid your time is nearly up. You know what comes next. It is time we all bid farewell to the great destroyer, Beerus.
This is really happening.
I can't believe I'm here to see this.
Lord Beerus, serving you has been my profound pleasure. Alas, it is finally time for you to rest. You've done well, Beerus. Truly.
Now incredibly patronizing. Now I know how Champa feels.
Vegeta, would you do your master the honor of sending him to the afterlife?
So be it. I, Vegeta, God of Destruction of the 7th Universe, hereby relieve you of your post. May you find peace in the evergreen fields of the afterlife.
Hey! Beerus! I'll catch up to you someday! You hear me?
Someday, huh? Well, I hope that isn't too soon. I could use a little peace and quiet. Goodbye for now, brother.
Farewell for now, my friend.
Brother, you gave up your immortality to see the Saiyan rise? I may not understand why, but I do trust your judgment. The relic, he will have it.
Okra, Broly, if you have any business to take care of first, I suggest you do it quickly. It's not a good idea to have the Super Dragon Balls in one place for too long.
Well, since you're asking, I could use a shower. I'm sweating buckets over here.
Nothing on my end. I have full permission to settle this matter in any way I see fit.
Not so fast, Vegeta. My brother wanted you to have this. He said that you would know what it was for if you survived the Dance of Destroyers. Take it.
Wait a minute. This is... Beerus, you were holding on to this the entire time?
I'm tired of waiting! Where is he?
Please forgive me, Lord Beerus. The man's never been punctual. You know this better than most, right? He should be coming back from his assignment any minute now.
You expect me to believe that imbecile holds down some kind of job here? I should destroy you just for lying to me! Well, you did have my younger body ready on time. Very well. I'll give you 30 more seconds, and if he still doesn't show, I'll destroy you.
Still as grumpy as ever. Huh, Lord Beerus? I was wondering when you'd show up here. Vegeta's finally taken the training wheels off, huh? You and I've got a lot to catch up on, old friend.
Far away from our heroes, in a realm beyond the 12 universes, Frieza and the missing galactic prisoners lay in wait. Frieza's plan was to approach the inmates of the galactic prison to further his ambitions, and to provide Alto with a reservoir of life energy for his experiments. In exchange, he would use the power of their new dragon to free them. Frieza, who had been on the run for many years, had mastered many abilities that allowed him to operate covertly, one of which was the ability to send telepathic messages to any life form with a key signature he could detect. And so...
Scoundrels of the Galactic Prison, this is Emperor Frieza. I'll make this quick and simple. I can offer you a way out. A new life beyond the confines of your tiny prison cells, in a world beyond the reach of the Galactic Patrol. Make no mistake, if you accept my offer, your lives will belong to me. However, I can assure you that one day soon, all things will. When that time comes, it's best to be in my good graces. What do you say?
Most of the prisoners accepted Lord Frieza's offer, and the ones that didn't had their memories of the encounter erased. That day, we freed them, and the Galactic Patrol would never know. Lord Frieza really thought everything through. The day of Lord Frieza's wish on the enhanced Earth Dragon soon came. Our wish for a new universe was fulfilled, and we would all be taken there. Many years have passed since I met Lord Frieza, and I have grown strong. I no longer wish to return to my people. I have outgrown their teachings, and have mastered abilities far beyond any Namek in history. I only believe in one thing now, and that is that Lord Frieza will soon be the ruler of everything. He's developed a truly terrifying power, and only I can fathom its true potential. With the life force extracted from the galactic prisoners, our dragon has been able to create entire worlds. We have created lands abundant with life, entire ecosystems that sustain both themselves and our followers. But our ambitions will not be complete until all life in the multiverse is under our control. However, there are times when I do wonder why Emperor Frieza affords such freedom to these prisoners. Perhaps it is because he is focused on honing his abilities. But this day will be more interesting than most. It seems a few of them had finally had enough of the existing hierarchy. I could easily put a stop to it, but an occurrence like this is most unusual. I'd like to see this play out to its natural conclusion. Emperor Frieza regards you as his greatest weapon, but for all your strength, you're just a tool for violence. Why don't you give me a little show, Kuriza?
So, you agreed to meet us alone after all? Why, thank you for doing us the honor, my lord. You see, my associates and I, we don't believe Lord Frieza should only have one warrior at his side. I guess I should be frank. We think we can do the job better, don't we, fellas?
I understand you want me to prove my strength. I am happy to oblige, but the odds are clearly unfair.
Oh, what's the matter, little lord?
It shouldn't be a problem for someone with your alleged abilities. I mean, it ain't fair that you're Lord Frieza's right-hand guy, just 'cause you're his son, right? I know what the truth is. You ain't nothing but a freeloading brat! I knew it! He's a total wimp! We crushed him! Well, would you look at that? The kid's still alive. He's tougher than I thought. Though I'd say he's more of a sandbag than a weapon if you ask me. Come on, kid, quit playing dead. Why don't you make this a little more interesting? Show me something.
I've taken the full brunt of your assault. I'd say that makes the odds a little more fair, don't you? You are all valuable fodder, so I won't kill you. However, I will show you why I alone stand at my father's right hand.
What the?
As I said, fodder. Well, that settles that. I suppose that was marginally more engaging than my daily training.
You still killed most of them. Still having trouble controlling your power, Kuriza?
What does it matter? You can revive them, can't you? That's what you're here for.
Little punk, you better watch what you say to me, or I'll put your head where your tail is. You're nothing but a brute. You don't even understand your own father's mission.
Father?
What's all this commotion? Oh my. It seems you boys have made quite a mess, haven't you? Alto, would you lend us your powers and reverse this?
Lord Frieza. Yes, of course. As you wish. Dragon of Miracles, Roku Ryu, I call upon you. Roku Ryu, restore the planet and all life forms that were present to the state they were in prior to the battle.
That wish shall be granted.
Hello, my minions. Would someone care to tell me about the insurrection that occurred here?
Lord Frieza, it's not what you think. Our only intention was to serve you better. We would never make a move against you.
Is that so, Turbo? Well, you must be the brains behind this. Perhaps you can understand this. When you make a move against my son, you make a move against me! Hakai! The rest of you, do remember this incident. Your life energy is oh so precious, and I'd prefer not to waste it.
Yes, my lord.
I'd almost forgotten how powerful you've both become.
Father.
I'm very proud of you boys. But remember, these squabbles are petty and meaningless. Keep our mission in mind and you shall never go awry.
Understood, Lord Frieza.
It's about time you found your way here, Saiyans. I won't carry out my plan before your bloody corpses lay at my feet.
Wow, that's unlike any sword I've ever seen. It's got this weird pressure coming from it.
So what's the story, Vegeta? Is that thing gonna be useful to us or what?
If Beerus' memories are to be believed, this sword is one of the first relics used by the gods. It's known as the Z-Sword.
Are you sure that's right? Beerus said he trapped a Kai in a sword of the same name a few million years ago. Didn't one of you Saiyans break it a while back?
Yes, Kakarot's firstborn did. But that fake was merely forged to throw you and the other gods off the scent of the real thing.
He's just like Beerus to keep the best stuff all to himself. Selfish bastard. Hey, Vegeta! What's so special about that sword anyway?
The legend around the sword states that it was wielded by the original god of destruction and a supreme Kai. With this blade, they were able to defend the 18 universes from all threats.
One destroyer god defended all the universes, huh? Must have been quite the fighter.
Am I missing something? There are only 12 universes.
You should brush up on your multiverse history, girl. Zeno destroyed 6 of the 18 universes eons ago.
Why, you... Now I know why my dad hates your short ass.
Enough of this! Stop wasting my time! Hey, Vegeta, why don't you bring Frieza here instead? Super Shenron could easily grant that wish. Going to him surely plays right into his hands.
Wishing Frieza here may just be what he's counting on. Wherever he is, it's possible he doesn't have the means to get back to our universe on his own, and I'm not about to give that to him. Years ago, I thought I destroyed his body and his will. This time, I'll make certain he never comes back.
Fine, but you do understand that there'll be no way to bring you back right away. It'll be 1 Earth year before we're able to use the Super Dragon Balls to wish you back here. Wherever you end up, you'll be stuck there for a while.
A year living with Vegeta? Well, that's gonna suck.
Oh, come on, Dad. It won't be so bad. You'll have me there with you. We'll catch up properly after we take care of Frieza. Dad, it'll be an honor to fight alongside you again. We'll finally get justice for Uncle Lemo.
I'm sorry, Okra. I'm not going to take any chances with my family. I'll see you when I get back.
You made the right call. The girl is competent enough, I'll admit. But at her current level, she'd only get in the way.
Broly, before you go, I'd like to return something to you. I suspect you'll need it where you're going.
Eat up, boys. You never know when those Saiyan idiots will come barging in here. We must be fueled and ready at all times.
I'm not hungry.
Son, do you remember what I told you?
I'm sorry, Father.
An act of defiance, however small, is an act of defiance nonetheless. Do you mean to go against me, son?
I said I'm sorry.
You will learn respect! Enforcing my will is your only purpose! Without me, you would have never been born! Without me, you are nothing!
Lord Frieza! Lord Frieza, the species of crab is still quite rare in this ecosystem. It'll be a while before we get to enjoy a feast like this again. Please, enjoy your meal, sir.
Oh my, it seems I've let my hunger get the better of me again. Alto, clean up Kuriza and have him eat his meal, would you?
Yes, as you wish, Lord Frieza. You should have known better than to speak out against him.
I didn't. I just wanted him to see that I can make choices of my own. That I'm not just...
Kuriza, you don't understand the pressure your father is under. He's taken it all on himself to reshape the multiverse. That small outburst is just a reflection of that. It's meaningless.
Meaningless? Apparently that's what I am. But what do you know? Father always speaks highly of you. His perfect puppet.
Kuriza, don't.
Oh, this is exquisite!
Father!
Lord Frieza!
Well, so much for assessing the situation.
This is Lord Frieza's enemy, Vegeta.
You two, you're with Frieza, aren't you? I'll give you one chance. Stand down, or be destroyed.
You're one of the Saiyans my father despises, aren't you? You come here proclaiming death like you're some kind of god, but you're just a puffed up monkey.
Monkey, huh? You certainly bear an uncanny resemblance to that bastard. What exactly are you, boy? A genetic experiment, perhaps?
Experiment? How dare you! I'm my father's son!
Damn it! Kuriza! Wait!
Damn you, Alto! Why'd you get in the way? I had him!
As if. Your attacks would have never connected. Your strategies are too straightforward. A warrior that survived Lord Frieza wouldn't fall to an attack like that.
You're not one to be giving advice, boy. Now, let me give you some advice. Don't let your lackey stand in for you in a battle. It's a waste of time. Trust me, I would know. They're just children. You continue to fight me, you will force my hand. You've caused no harm to my universe as of yet, and I do not wish to kill you. You may think you have a chance against me, but you are mistaken. I am Vegeta, Prince of the Saiyan race, and the mightiest destroyer god of the 12 universes. Last chance. Stand down. What's this? I can sense them gauging my power, and yet the spirits are broken. They're either extremely stupid, or this will be more interesting than I thought.
Perhaps you are a god, but that's meaningless in the face of Lord Frieza's noble ambition. You will not stand in our way.
God of destruction, huh? Let's find out what color you bleed.
Well, well, what's this? Your powers are weak, Broly. What a shame. You came all this way to have your vengeance denied.
I prefer to tenderize my meat first.
Just the kind of boorish dribble I'd expect from a Saiyan brute. What you don't understand is that I now have greater strength than even the gods themselves.
Lord Frieza's unleashed his power.
Behold, I am more powerful than ever. Now you will feel my unbridled wrath! You're done already. I haven't even started ripping off your limbs. You're an utter disappointment, a failure. I once thought you to be the greatest battle power in the cosmos. You could have been my right hand. But of course you take the side of your kin. You apes can't help but prefer the stench of your own kind. Look at you now, nothing but a shell of your former self. Regardless, you are far beyond the limits of my forgiveness. You will learn new levels of pain as I tear you asunder piece by piece. What was that supposed to be?
but it'll be with my loved ones by my side, long after this battle is over. But you're the one who's beyond forgiveness. Your judgment is mine!
Long ago, you asked me to siphon a large portion of power from your body for fear that it might lead you to cause unintentional harm to others. Ever since then, you've been training mostly to control your strength and focus your wild fury. However, exposure to training of any kind was enough to make you grow stronger. The power that I've siphoned from you through the decades is held inside that orb. If its shell is broken, the power within it will return to you. I understand you have reservations about this, but there are too many unknown factors in this mission. You can't afford to go into this possessing only a fraction of your full power.
What? That's why Kakarot and I were able to catch up to him? I can't believe I'd forgotten what Broly is.
Broly, I believe your heart, mind, and body are ready to have this power returned to you. Should you find your current power to be insufficient, this will surely turn the tables. I doubt there's an enemy alive that can stand against a fighter whose power rivals the Grand Priest.
So this is Broly's full power. Unbelievable. He's even stronger than Whis.
Ha! There we go. So there will be a struggle after all. Come on, then! I'll torture what's left of your family for an hour longer for each second you waste.
There's a battle going on. Wait a minute. That isn't Lord Frieza's energy, or Lord Kuriza or Alto's. I gotta warn the Force!
Broly, well done. It seems your vengeance is at hand.
What happened to strength greater than the gods? You've been living in your own delusions for too long.
Damn it! I was distracted!
I must get to Lord Frieza!
Hey, old man! Don't you dare take your eyes off me! My father won't lose so easily, you got that? As for you, I, Kuriza, will defeat you and prove my worth as a warrior.
This kid...
Lord Frieza! This is bad. Lord Frieza, I'm here. Let me heal you. No, no, no! Serve me out, Mr.
Lord Alto, what's happened to Lord Frieza?
No, he's done for. We're all done for. The Saiyans, they're going to kill us!
Shut your mouth, you maggots! You've been useless alive, but your deaths will bring value to this battle. Your life energy will allow me to heal Lord Frieza's wounds.
That filthy ape! Where was he hiding that power? He won't catch me by surprise again!
Lord Frieza, I'm here to help.
Whatever you need,
You've done enough, my boy. You've brought me back into this fight. And now the second round shall begin.
I found you.
That's right. Come over here so I can kill you!
Lord Frieza is keeping up with that Saiyan. Incredible. He had even more power in reserve. Darn it! I won't be of much use in this state I'm in. This is the first time I've had to do this, but here it goes. I have absolute faith that Lord Frieza will beat the Saiyan. He made it clear he doesn't want me to interfere, but I need to be prepared to step in at any time.
I learned this trick from your father. Shock therapy can be so effective, no? Who knew you'd still be bound by such trivial trauma? This is a taste of the pain I'll inflict on your traitor wife once I return to Universe 7.
Why? Why is this happening? I can't fail here. I can't!
Hey, Broly, can I ask you something? Why do you always scratch your neck when you don't get something right? Oh, I'm so sorry. You don't have to answer that.
No. If Chilai's asking, it's okay.
Okay, but only if you want to. Take your time, all right?
You see, when I was young, I always tried my best to please my father. One day I got mad when I couldn't do what he wanted. After that, he put a collar around my neck.
This is for your own good, son.
He'd hurt me whenever I disobeyed him. Until I met you, every day, that was how it was.
Broly, listen. You don't have to be afraid anymore. Nobody will ever do that to you again. You're stronger than anyone, and nothing like that could ever hurt you.
I suppose I should thank you for allowing me to overcome my final weakness. You did better than I thought, but in the end, there's still no way you're getting out of this alive.
Well, it looks like we have an intermission.
Attack!
You're not getting away from me this time, Frieza!
What? Filthy beast! I won't let you reach Lord Frieza!
suppose this is good enough. So this is the limit of my power for now. I've had my fun. Now it's time to deal with this brute once and for all.
What's this? My body! It won't move!
It would seem this fight is over. Though not the way you imagined, I'm sure.
Meanwhile,
This old bastard! Why can't I hit him? My strength is second only to my father's! I know I'm stronger than this Saiyan! You won't beat me like that, old man! Is this how a destroyer god fights? Hey! Stop that! I didn't mean to stop dodging completely! What the hell was with that kick? Was he holding back the entire time?
Let me tell you something about being a warrior. The truth of the matter is, you are one of the strongest fighters I've faced. And yet, you're still weak.
That doesn't make any damn sense! Is your monkey brain having a meltdown?
You were clearly born with an incredible amount of power, yet you don't even know what the hell it is you're fighting for. A warrior can never achieve greatness if he doesn't fight for something he believes in.
I thought I'd found a worthy adversary at last. But the truth is, you're just trying to use words to throw off my focus. That is a tactic used by the weak! You are the weakling, not me!
You are like I was, many years ago. I took out my anger and frustration on others, and I killed many who didn't deserve it. All because I was afraid.
I am not afraid of you, Saiyan! This isn't over!
Yes, it is. The power you see before you is neither a form of the gods, nor is it a Saiyan transformation. It is a culmination of my lifelong journey as a warrior. The skills and infinite power of a destroyer god, infused with the pure flame deep within the warrior heart of a Saiyan. When the equilibrium of the multiverse is out of balance, the Prince of Destruction will be there to destroy the threat at its roots. You have no chance against me, boy!
Enough talk! It's all or nothing, old man!
Get up, Kuriza. No son of mine could be so weak. Perhaps there was a mistake.
No, father, I am your son! What do I have to do to prove I'm worthy? Please, I'll do anything!
If you can bring me the head of Vegeta, then perhaps you are worthy of me.
I'll show you! You're mine, Vegeta! Why? You... I'm sorry, Father. He's too strong. Please, forgive me.
I know I'm not the one you fear. You're afraid of Frieza, just as I once was.
Huh?
When I was a young boy, your father used me as a tool to do his bidding, and he threatened to kill my father if I didn't comply. In the end, he killed him anyway, and destroyed my planet. That is Frieza's true nature.
My father would never do such a thing! He wants peace in the universe, and only he can do that!
Kuriza, was it? I can tell by your eyes. You don't truly believe what you're saying, do you? You've lived your whole life under Frieza, so you know in your heart, the only thing he will do is force the multiverse to its knees and make it bleed. I can't imagine what it must have been like having Frieza as a father, but through our fight, I know you two are nothing alike. You have fought with honor and have the potential to become a true fighter. You're more powerful than he is, you know. I suspect he knows it too.
What?
You've done no harm to my universe. I won't destroy you. When this is over, walk a path of your choosing and find your way to the truth.
I thought the Saiyans were the scourge of the universe, but they were just slaves acting on Father's will, just like I have all this time.
Oh, Kuriza, I see you're having trouble with your opponent. Do you require some assistance, my son?
Broly! No! No! How could this happen?
Wouldn't you like to know? Son, I'm in high spirits today. Let's finish the Prince of the Dunghill together.
I won't do it, Father.
I think I misheard you. What did you just say to me?
You heard me. I want to know what it is to be a true warrior, and I won't get there following the likes of you. You're wrong. About everything!
You insolent little brat! You are no son of mine!
All this time, I thought that if I tried to be perfect in your eyes, you would actually be a father to me. All the times you punished me for no reason, I could have fought back. But I chose to take the beatings instead. Now I can see the truth. You're not capable of being a father. You don't give a damn about the good of the multiverse.
The boy's hidden power is even greater than I thought. If I'm not careful, he might surpass me one day.
So that's it, huh? I raise you, teach you, even share my ultimate goal with you. And this is my thanks. You're just another thumb-sucking, sentimental imbecile. You're not fit to bear my resemblance. Still, I must admit, your strength is indeed spectacular, my son. I truly had no idea you had this much power. Such a shame that it's wielded by one so weak-minded. But remember what I told you. You belong to me!
Kuriza, why? Why did you have to side with the Saiyans? I can't save you this time. Not when you're a threat to Lord Frieza.
Bastard!
Lord Frieza! Watch out!
Damn you!
I have no more reason to prolong your life, and no more obligations to meet. I will end your existence now! Domain of Destruction!
What's this?
You feel it, don't you? Your very existence burning away. What are you thinking in your final moments, Frieza?
Well, actually, I was thinking what a marvelous technique this is. It may prove very useful in the future.
You scum! There's no future for you!
Oh, I beg to differ, because it is you who will face your end this day.
This destruction energy. It's just like what Lord Frieza used in the past, but this is on a whole other level.
Alto, you must stop him.
Shut your mouth! We prepared our whole lives for this day! And when it finally comes, you choose to side with the enemy! You've given up the right to fight alongside us!
Alto, listen to me. He'll never be a father to you. He'll discard you once you're no longer of use to him. Look at me. I know we've had our differences, but you always looked out for me. Even if you hated having to do that, even if you hated me, You're the closest thing to a brother I have.
Well, this seems familiar, doesn't it, Prince? What's this? Oh, very sneaky, Prince. You did bring those pesky earrings along after all. Well, unfortunately for you, there will be no fusion today. I must say, this sword is immaculate, although doesn't seem to demonstrate any quality other than being a finely crafted weapon. Alto, what do you make of it?
It's as you say, my lord. It's a fine weapon. Indestructible, perhaps, but nothing more.
Ah, what a shame. I have no use for a simple hunk of metal. Perhaps it is best wielded by you, Vegeta.
Frieza, what have you done?
What I've done is orchestrate the perfect death for the two of you. Oh wait, hold on, that's right. I don't want you to simply die. Hakai! My mastery of destruction energy admittedly isn't nearly as developed as yours, but in your weakened state you can do nothing but slowly dissipate into oblivion.
Frieza, tell me, how did you do this?
I was wondering when you'd ask. Very well, consider this a small mercy as your life is extinguished. You see, I found a way to heal myself from the damage you inflicted on me years ago. Alto, please demonstrate.
Lord Alto, please! Why, you little...
It turns out that a skilled hand like Alto here can harness mortal life force and reverse the damage caused by destruction energy. But I realized that even if my strength was restored, the Omni Kings whose powers surpass any life form would simply erase me in an instant. That's when I realized that an Emperor's role isn't to be the strongest, but rather to be the one who dominates over all others. That's when this power was conceived. The power to bend any life form to my will, their bodies and abilities completely at my disposal. So you see, I could have crushed you both at any time. You lost as soon as you came here. As for you, my son, you will watch your new comrades fade away, and then you will spend what remains of your pitiful life alone in this place. Goodbye and good riddance.
Frieza, that power, it isn't yours, is it?
I'll waste no more words on a dead man.
Roku Ryu, I call upon you! Roku Ryu, I call upon you! Take Lord Frieza and all those who follow him to the location of the Omni King.
That wish has a heavy cost, my lord. The Omni King resides in a place inaccessible to those but the gods themselves. To forcefully open a path, I will need more power than I currently possess. I will need to draw from the life energy of you, our creator.
I don't care. Take whatever you need from me. Just make sure the wish is fulfilled. Kuriza, when Lord Frieza's goal is accomplished, I will come back for you. Stay alive, brother.
I am finally rid of you, Vegeta. But my vengeance on you was never my ultimate goal. Dear Lord Zeno, I'm afraid your day of reckoning has come as well.
We've made it, Lord Frieza.
Well done, Alto. Your part to play is done for the moment. Now watch as I write a new chapter in history. Greetings, my lords. Let's cut to the chase. I am here for an audience with the Omni King.
You're the one known as Frieza. Your presence here tells me that the Destroyer God of the Seventh has failed to eliminate you. An impressive feat to have bested Vegeta, but you will find that no amount of strength matters in the face of Lord Zeno. I will not allow your request.
Oh, come now, Grand Priest. I have come all this way, and how often do you have visitors? How about this? If I defeat you in battle, you will grant me an audience with the Little Lords. If not, the Omni Kings themselves can erase me at our battle's end.
Who are you to dictate terms to the Omni King? You should be erased where you stand.
Where's the fun in that? Tell me, dear Omni Kings, when was the last time you got to see the Grand Priest do battle? That would be so much fun to watch, wouldn't it?
Yes, that would be fun. Grand Priest, we want to see you fight Frieza.
My lords, as you wish. But it seems you will have your battle, Frieza. But I must warn you, I am unlike any opponent you have faced before.
Stop talking about it and show me, you old goat!
Very well. You are one of the very few who will witness my unrestrained form.
I don't believe it! Father is engaged in a battle, but against who?
If there's even the faintest possibility of danger, we must be there. I'm sure our siblings are aware of this too. Come, sister, let us depart.
Hey! Where are you two going?
Worry not, Lord Champa. There is a matter we angels must attend to. We will be back shortly.
Oh my, it would seem we have a worthy audience.
Frieza, that means Lord Vegeta and Broly have failed.
I understand you were quite fond of those mortals, Whis, but worry not. This villain has come to his doom. He's nothing in the face of Father's power.
So, mortal, is this more than you bargained for?
Your power is truly spectacular, my lord. It is an honor to be your opponent.
Let's give our Lord Omni Kings a show. Why don't you make the first move?
With pleasure! Huh?
Come now, Frieza. This won't be much of an exhibition if this is all the power you have.
Oh, I'll show you a challenge.
Who could stop that attack?
Huh, another mortal, you say? And who, pray tell, would this other fighter be?
Some years ago, the Omni Kings requested that I spar with a mortal named Broly. I believe he also originates from your universe.
Oh yes, indeed he did. But he's no longer with us. I killed him prior to coming here.
Is that so? I commend you, Frieza. He was quite the warrior. More powerful than even my children. But you see, I was merely toying with him too. It's time for this exhibition to end. Angelic Judgment!
Endure this. I am the one who will be the king of the multiverse.
You are beaten, Frieza. As per your own arrangement, you will now be erased for your crimes.
Very well. But at least let my erasure be dealt by the noble hands of the Omni Kings. I beg you, honorable lords, grant this beaten warrior's final request.
What say you, my lords?
Thanks for the fun fight, Frieza. We hope we remember you later. Bye-bye. Huh? What?
Lord Zeno, what are you?
I'm afraid it's checkmate, old man. The power of the Omni Kings is mine.
That's impossible! No being mortal or divine can control Lord Zeno!
And yet, it's happening before your very eyes. You certainly won the battle, but you've lost the war.
How could this happen? Only by the hand of the first god is my existence supposed to end. Not by the hands of some mortal.
You're speaking of some sort of prophecy, I take it? Well, I would like to confirm its truth.
Blasphemy! You're barely old enough to have seen the light of day! You are no god!
Compared to you, that may be so. And yet it is the truth. Let me show you what I mean. How can I rule the multiverse if I can't even defeat those accursed Saiyans?
Frieza.
Who's there?
At last, we have finally made contact.
What the hell are you?
I have existed since the multiverse's infancy, and I believe we have a common goal.
And how exactly do you know what I want?
It is because you and I share a very similar nature. Tell me, how do you plan to rule over the gods with your level of strength?
What did you say?
I see a degree of transparency is necessary. Eons ago, I was known as the first god, Zalama, and I stood atop the celestial hierarchy you seem to be well acquainted with. The Super Dragon Balls, as you know them, are my creation.
Intriguing. But if that is so, why do you exist here in such a pathetic state?
In order to create the Super Dragon Balls, it was necessary to purge the evil from my very being. By doing so, my powers will become pure, allowing me to create wishing orbs of infinite positive energy. However, my darker self, infinitely powerful in its own right, could not be destroyed, and was instead banished to a space between universes, a space which your little pocket universe now occupies. After eons, I was finally able to manifest a form that could exist on the physical plane. On the day your wish for a new universe was made, I emerged from a tear in space and time. However, my body was dispatched by a warrior wielding both the power of the angels and destroyer gods.
You say you are infinitely powerful, yet you could not take the universe by force. Pathetic!
You are speaking of physical strength, which indeed has its uses.
But my power is an extension of what my other half sought to eliminate from his heart. You see, half of me thought it best to allow the multiverse to develop freely, but my other half wanted control. Control over their actions, to invade their bodies against their will, and govern over all life, which I have created. What I am offering you is the greatest power of all. The power to manipulate any being in existence, no matter their physical or mental strength. It is called the Emperor's Command.
So then, you require an avatar of sorts.
Yes, one whose heart mirrors my own. Allow my essence to enter your body, and this power will be yours.
That day, I allowed Zalama's dark half to enter my body, and as I suspected, he attempted to invade and take control of it. However, to invade one's body from the inside, there must first be a contest of wills, of which I was the victor.
Mortal fool! It was I who sparked life into the multiverse, including yours. You are my property. I will break your will, and you will become my vessel.
My will is absolute. I, Lord Frieza, have remained steadfast in the face of insurmountable odds. Your will is of a weak, lingering ghost, and it is you who will obey my will.
No, this can't be.
On that day, I gained the power to topple the gods. It was the birth of the Dark Emperor. So, now you know the truth, and it'll be our little secret. Farewell, O mighty Grand Priest.
You are the last hope for the multiverse. Rise and bring balance once again.
Senile old fool, what on earth were you rambling about? Greetings, angels. I hope you enjoyed tonight's performance. However, it would seem the final curtain also falls on you.
This is not over, Frieza!
You're right, Whis. This is only the beginning of my new era. Alto, set the ultimate phase of our plan in motion. This is something only you can do, my boy.
I understand. Roku Ryu, I summon you! Roku Ryu! I want you to gather all the Super Dragon Balls here! Take whatever you need from us!
Us? What do you mean, us? Lord Alto, you can't mean... No! No!
Damn you, double-crossing coward! I will die here!
You should consider yourselves lucky that your lives are being used for a task of such importance.
First, a touch of my own dark energy. If Alto's hunch is correct, the energy of Zalama's dark half should destabilize the balls momentarily.
Frieza, you've made us do bad things. Very bad things. What are you going to make us do now?
Oh, I promise, little lords, this is the last thing I'd like you to do. Just follow me now. We're going to destroy these annoying wish orbs.
No, we will not do it.
You have no choice in the matter, you little pipsqueaks.
We have been bad. We have been very, very bad.
done, my lords. Oops, I'm sorry. I do have one more tiny thing to ask of you. You see, I can't have any power that rivals mine exist in my new world. So, by the Emperor's command, I want you to erase each other. Now!
What? No. Goodbye, Zenny. I just want you to know you are my best friend. I'm gonna miss you, Zenny. Bye-bye.
I did it! I did it! Yes! 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 I did it! I beat you! I beat you all! Now nobody can stand against me!
You've done it, Lord Frieza.
You have served me with absolute loyalty, Alto. However, I have had issues with my lieutenants turning on me in the past.
Lord Frieza, what are you saying?
I'm saying that your powers and magical prowess have become very impressive. I simply can't risk having those powers grow even stronger and used against me in the future. I will not erase you, Alto, as I may have use for you yet. You will wait in hell until I summon you again.
No! No!
Broly, I'm sorry for all of this.
Must stop him. Frieza. He'll kill everyone.
Broly, you haven't given up. That's right. We can't allow Frieza to win. Broly, you've hated me for a long time, and rightfully so. You've suffered so much from my mistake, but there was a time when you trusted me as a comrade. Just this once, I need you to trust in me again.
Vegeta, where are we?
I'm not sure, but I believe we're here because of the Z-Sword.
Right you are, Destroyer God. You have both been brought to a dimension that exists inside the Sacred Blade.
Tell me, are you the power that lies dormant inside the sword?
In a manner of speaking, yes. This blade was forged with the living piece of Zalama, the first god, and the creator of the Super Dragon Balls. It was made to serve the first god of destruction in his supreme Kai. Its powers activated through their unwavering trust in each other. It seems the two of you have achieved a similar trust, and thus the sword has brought you here.
Zalama, was it? We don't have time to linger here. That maniac Frieza is terrorizing the multiverse as we speak.
I am aware of the urgency. From within the blade, I saw the power he wielded against you in your battle. If you leave as you are now, you will only fall victim to him again. I will now share my powers with you, and the protector of the multiverse will be reborn. Meanwhile,
all too easy. You galactic patrol dogs have been a thorn in my side for too long. Such a shame. Even their headquarters is so easily taken without Vegeta's protection.
Kai. Die! Frieza! How the hell did you survive? Where are the Saiyans? Tell me!
Lord Champa, for an immortal deity who has lived millions of years, you ask rather imbecilic questions. They have been destroyed by my hand, and unless you want to share their fate, you will swear fealty to me this instant.
This mortal! I will punish you in ways you can't imagine!
You are formidable indeed, Lord Champa, but a destroyer god does not compare to what I am now. Kneel, pitiful blob! Perhaps with more conditioning, I can make a good minion of you yet. I wonder if your destroyer comrades will be as belligerent. It matters not. All will bow eventually. You're that Saiyan brute's daughter, aren't you? You and the Galactic Patrol have been a great annoyance to me. I promised your father I'd personally administer your torture. Shall we start now?
I come for you, Frieza!
I knew it! Now, finish him, Vegeta! For the pride of all Hakai Shin!
Fusion between Vegeta and my father? Incredible! Their energies have merged together so seamlessly.
That's impossible! You're... Damn that worthless little Namek! He lied to me! No matter. Nothing can withstand the Emperor's command.
That won't work on me. You and I are two sides of the same coin, but in the end, you stand alone, and I do not.
I'll just kill you with my own two hands! It can't be! The pressure, it's just like the Emperor's command! I won't die here! My will conquers all!
Your chapter in history has gone on for far too long. By the will of the multiverse, we will end it! Kakarot, this is your victory, as much as it is ours. We will end this together, in your honor! Final!
You're just a filthy monkey! You can't! This is my destiny, to be a mere footnote in history. Wait, that's right. I won, didn't I? I won! You arrived too late, you fools! The multiverse will never recover from this! You hear me? Nobody will ever forget the all-powerful Emperor Frieza!
Ouch! That's the last time you'll ever pull something like that on me. You got that, old man?
Well done, Lord Vegeta. Thank you.
We're not sure what kind of damage Frieza did when he returned, but intel tells me that no planets in Universe 7 have been destroyed. What did he mean, we'll never recover?
No, I can't sense Whis' energy at all. Frieza, what has he done?
Huh? Frieza? That's impossible! How did he survive? Everyone, on guard!
Calm down, Okra. That isn't Frieza. This is his son. His name is Kuriza.
What? Whatever! I'm not taking any chances with anyone or anything related to that bastard! I'll kill him right now!
Lord Champa, stand down. This boy has done nothing to deserve such a fate. He's not like his father.
You've gotta be kidding me! What could we possibly do with him?
Kuriza has truly incredible potential, but he doesn't understand how to truly tap into his power. I will train the boy as my apprentice.
What?
You listen here, kid. Vegeta may think you deserve to live, but I'm not convinced. So I'll say this the way your father would have. If you take even a single step out of line, I will kill you myself. You got that?
That's enough. Come with me, Kuriza. We have much to do.
Right, Master.
Deep in the reaches of the multiverse, a remnant of Zalama's dark half has survived.
There will come a time where I no longer exist in this world. When that day comes, the multiverse will need you to bring it back into balance. You were conceived of the most powerful mortals in existence, and of me. You are both angel and destroyer, and you are the final hope for the multiverse. One day, you will rise, my son, Azimuth.